This week on Now Here with Chris and Kell.
It's a good look. Like, you look at this face and you're like, that's a good one.
Damn it. We're going.
305's bullshit.
After filling up today, we'd be headed to Annapolis, Indiana for lunch. Working remotely while being on the move certainly has its challenges, but our life at sea prepared me well for RV life. Yep, there's a lot of vibrations from the road, and the occasional pothole will send my mouse flying. But this is way more comfortable than riding on the motion of the ocean and feeling every wave of nausea hit me as I stare at this screen. Good timing.
Was it?
Yeah. Just got off the phone with my boss. Nice parking job, dude.
Thanks, man. This is a big parking lot. We're at lunch. Shapiro's in Indiana. Supposed to have killer what? Corned beef?
Corned beef.
It's a delicatessen.
And a good Reuben, too.
That stands to reason. I guess Reuben's usually... No, Reuben's pastrami, isn't it?
I don't know.
Same cut of meat.
It's all about the mustard.
That's right.
Chris and I felt like two elementary kids in a cafeteria. We weren't exactly sure what to expect. Shockingly, this was our first time in a delicatessen, so we just did what everyone else was doing, grabbed a tray, and got in line for our sandwiches. And boy, were those some of the priciest sandwiches we had in a while, a little over $20 a piece. We got the famous corned beef and pastrami with sauerkraut, and the Reuben, both served on rye bread. We gave these meaty monsters a rating of 15 stars. Turns out, it wasn't just all about the mustard. Then it was time to get back on the road to our next destination, Millersport, Ohio. Almost there. We'll be taking advantage of our Harvest Host membership again for the evening at Hereinafter Cocktail Tavern in Millersport, Ohio. Each host's listing will have special instructions on where to park and how to check in. In the pictures, people just parked along the backside there, usually by that telephone pole. Yeah, the line by the grass. We have arrived!
Here.
Woohoo! Just in time for happy hour.
Yep.
The Harvest Host program does not pay host locations. Hosts benefit from travelers like us becoming patrons of their business. I can tell you with absolute certainty, this is a winning situation. We get a safe place to stay for free in exchange for spending about $50 on dinner, which we probably would have done anyway. That was a hearty bite. We've done some good work here, McCall.
Yep. Now it's time to go get some groceries.
Yep. But first... And now Chris unhooks the smooth criminal so we can go grocery shopping. While Harvest Hosts is awesome, we do need to balance our budget by having some cheaper home-cooked meals. So grocery shopping will be tonight's activity in Ohio. Yep.
Kelly watches.
Kelly also worked all day while Chris drove.
I don't get.
Well, you just make it seem like I do nothing, like I just sit around. Our first provisioning as RV people. I thought eating before grocery shopping would keep us from buying a bunch of junk. I thought we came here for groceries, Chris.
We're gonna try my gummies. They're so good. You know what I'm saying? These gummies are so big they can't fit in a convertible.
Afterwards, we came back to the RV for the night, and the next morning, I got up and walked across the road to Buckeye Lake. Ohio's oldest state park remains a beloved day-use destination. The 3,100-acre lake provides wonderful boating and fishing, but this bright and sunny morning, I had it all to myself. Don't let the sun fool you though. It is cold. It is about 40 degrees right now, which is why I'm all bundled up, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. And excited to get on the road. Our next stop is in Maryland at a little creamery, another Harvest Host. We're just doing the whole Harvest Host thing right now, and it's working out really well. Big fan. Every house along here, which there are a few, each has its own little dock. Pretty cool. And this is the park right here. Just so cute. Well maintained, super clean. Great walking trail, bike trail. Alright, I think I'm gonna head back now, see what Chris is up to, start loading the rig, and then we'll get out of here, on to the next place. All set?
I am ready to go.
A bit of a delay there. Everything okay?
Yeah,
All right.
I was hooked up. Took me forever. I was trying to get clinical about it
Uh-huh.
because before I was doing it by feel and I could get really close,
Oh.
but I need to get like mathematical. So I stuck my head on the rest and I looked forward and I saw exactly where the hood lines up with the back of the RV, so I
Okay.
know right where it hooks in. So this should be flawless from here on out. I'm confident. I like my mustache. I like this look.
It's just the hair and the bandana.
It's not supposed to be
and the
attractive, but it's a good look. Like you look at this face and you're like, that's a good one. It's a positive face
mustache.
for
It
the
is a positive
universe.
face. Okay.
Here we go.
The headphones.
I might need my sunglasses, babe.
Okay. I'm in the jump seat.
They're pretty badass.
Yep.
I made them custom because no one else is making them. Here's the perfect pair of sunglasses for a cool look. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
No one's making them because of the scarcity, but if you took teak and you aged it to like the color of an old deck, right? That gray teak color. Then you made a wooden pair of sunglasses like Wayfarers with mirrored blue lenses. That would be the perfect pair of sunglasses. I can't find them.
So he made them.
Custom glasses.
Custom shades. Baller.
Man, my assistant, dude. Seriously. We have this agreement. Kelly doesn't have to drive the RV, but she has to kind of like be at my beck and call for things I need because I'm the guy that's going to always drive the RV. She has work to do. Anyway.
Open road.
There, that's better than I can see.
Second to food, gas is our biggest expense. As you can imagine, we spend quite a bit at the fuel pump and always try to take advantage of any reward programs. Pilot or Flying J and Loves usually have the best deals and are the most accommodating. After a bit of a reset, we were back on the road, this time heading towards Grantsville, Maryland.
What are those, sheep?
I think they're sheep.
They look like shorn sheep.
Yeah. Oh, and there's some miniature ponies out there too.
Why would they have shorn sheep now?
Oh, and there's some donkeys.
I thought they sheared sheep in the winter. I bet those probably aren't sheep.
There's donkeys out there. Up until this point, the terrain was relatively flat. Now we're getting up into the mountains, which slowed us down quite a bit. And as you can see, we're getting passed by everyone and their grandma. This experience gave us a newfound respect for truck drivers and really anyone driving a huge rig. Our boat taught us to travel patiently, but the RV was teaching us how to be more cautious. It's the Great Valley. You know, like in Land Before Time?
Yes, Kelly. Everybody knows that. Everybody references it.
Are you bored?
We should hump ourselves up the hill.
Why do old men say that?
What?
Hump yourself somewhere. Like, why is that a phrase that people... We're gonna, like,
I've
hump
never heard
this
before.
fridge up the
I'm
stairs.
talking about this. Like when you go like this.
Oh, you're
like-
actually talking about humping. Okay, now we're gonna fly down this hill. Whee! Now how fast are we going?
40.
Nice. Zippity-doo-dah. This is making me sick a little bit. After about 4 hours of driving, we're in Grantsville. And this is our harvest host for the night, Castleman Creary. Alright, we have arrived.
Let's get some cheese.
First, we decided to get set up for the night so we could cook comfortably, which meant getting level and doing the tip outs. It's all a very quick process now that we know what we're doing. Now time to support our host by buying a bunch of delicious cheese. Use this door. Cool. That's quite a store. The store has a little restaurant open for breakfast and lunch, but with our late arrival, we missed out on that. We ended up buying some cheese curds and something called Chow Chow that Chris would end up using for dinner that night. I think I will try the Krabby Curds.
Krabby curd.
Fishy and delicious?
It's more subtle than you'd think. The seafood hits at the end. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay.
World famous Castleman Curds. This is regular. This one's probably boring. In a satisfying way. Now, we got this one. It's a seafood one. The Krabby. The seasoning is really subtle. I was wanting more. This is a hot pepper one. Again, very subtle. Here's dill. It's a pretty strong flavor on its own.
I agree.
And it's quite good. Gives you that pickle vibe. I think I'd go with the original over all of them. I think that one's the one that has
Yeah.
most true to flavor.
Which is what the lady said. It was her like preference, and I immediately dismissed that as like you're boring.
Yeah, me too. But she knows what she's talking about.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be so mean in our minds.
Yep. So judgmental.
Cheese.
Yum.
I also got Chow Chow.
Chow Chow is a pickled relish often made with green tomatoes, cabbage, bell peppers, and onions, with a tangy and sweet flavor profile. Tonight, we're having it over pork chops, paired with a Caesar salad. Tomorrow, we'll take off again to see more of what Maryland has to offer, Annapolis in particular. We are on the road again, heading to the boat show.
Lovely night at the Creamery. We got a special surprise for lunch today. I'm very excited. Maryland is famous for something called pit beef. And this isn't your slow cooked beef. This is like almost raw.
Oh.
It's very pink. I'm excited. Looking forward to it. It comes with a horseradish sauce and fresh onion, sliced thin.
Great.
Oh, my belly is ready. We have 3 hours to get there.
Okay. That's it for this week. If you like what you see and you want to keep following along, like and subscribe, or check us out on Patreon.